It's 2:30, this is CJS News, I'm Tim Dodd. The Health Secretary says the NHS is ready to respond appropriately if any cases of coronavirus emerge in the UK. At least 17 people are known to have died in China, with over 600 people infected worldwide. Flights to the UK from Wuhan are facing extra checks. Senior Welsh Conservatives have asked suspended Assembly member Nick Ramsey to address his drink issues. Ramsey hasn't been seen at the Assembly since his arrest following a police incident at his home on New Year's Day. Several sources claim there were numerous occasions when drinking led to complaints about his behaviour. A family-run bakery says they're in discussion with their landlord following sudden plans to close their Cardiff branch. Cornish Bakehouse says their lease runs until 2021. The proposals would also see the closure of 10 Feet Tall, whose staff all resigned in protest on Monday.
Our reporter Tim Dodd has the details. Tim, what did he have to say?
Chloe, this was a wide-ranging interview where we talked about some of the key pressures facing South Wales at the moment. There's obviously been the recent flooding, now we have the UK government's coronavirus plans that will affect police, and we're also in the Six Nations period. But Matt Duke singled out domestic abuse as an issue that takes up a significant amount of their time. He said one of the biggest challenges is that individuals who are domestic abusers in one relationship often go on to abuse in another relationship. And so bringing those people to account first time is their focus.
So now using things like body-worn video, evidence from telephones, all of those things which supplement the evidence of individual victims, we need to demonstrate that we are able to, willing to bring offenders to account.
And what other issues did he raise?
He also said that around 80% of calls to South Wales Police aren't actually reporting crime. They're often a desperate call for other services, including those who are in a mental health crisis. I asked him if this suggests that we're experiencing a wider societal crisis.
We will never arrest our way out of those kind of social challenges. Now, I say that knowing that our communities have been under enormous pressure. We look after, in South Wales, 2/3 of Wales' most deprived communities, and knowing that the other services have been under pressure. So I say it without judgment or criticism of, other public servants, but we have to look at how we can collectively invest and join up.
What he did say with certainty is that in his 25 years of policing, he believes people are more confident in coming forward to report domestic abuse. The Freshers' Fair, one of the highlights of the Freshers' Week and a chance to learn about the many opportunities available to you as a university student. But if you're heading to university this September, you can expect it to be a bit more like this.
This meeting is being recorded.
With many universities set to hold their Freshers' events and lectures online, students will have enough to adjust to without the prospect of financial concerns.
I've been accruing arrears on my rent since March.
That's Rotendo Defana, a student at Cardiff Metropolitan University. She was furloughed from her bar job in March and has only been able to pay 3/4 of her rent since.
I'm getting, on paper, 80% of my pay, but obviously being a 0-hours contract worker, my hours are very varied throughout the year. And right now is meant to be like the busy season. So in reality, I'm making about 40% of what I would be making around this time during like the normal summer.
For children with special educational needs, a statement can be requested from the local authority. It's a personalised plan for a child's education, but in practice, they are hard to get.
Hello.
Hi there, Wendy. It's Tim here.
Hello. You just caught me on my last line of my article. Well done.
Wendy Charles Warner is a trustee of Education Otherwise, the UK's longest-serving home education charity.
Where children have a statement, the provisions in the statement are very often not provided, and that's a particular problem in Wales. And there is very little the parent can do